My video for April the 22nd, 2020 is video number 3433. The title is When Money is the Motive, Values Decline. As I ponder the title I wrote a couple days ago, I think the real motive is control, and money is the means to accomplish total control. I think back to the story I read a long time ago when a race of fallen angels or demons enslaved humanity. The people planned to revolt, but one of the masters posed as a slave and went undercover. He became aware of the plan and had his friends announce that they were no longer slaves. The chains were taken off, and from then on, they were paid money for their labor. It worked like a charm. Money was the means of making slaves think they were free. Well, here it is in 2020. Do you still think you are free? Now, instead of chains, we have masks that are being required almost anywhere we go. Our shopping is restricted. Controls increase. I continue to ask, when will God help us? We have to become enlightened and empowered somehow. Freedom is the greatest human value, and we are losing ours to the same demons who have always wanted total control. I ask, what are your values? I chuckle because it's been one hell of a morning. I made an error, apparently, waiting for the blurb from Aristo. I never saved the video that was recorded on Movie Maker. I never saved it, and the Movie Maker video got deleted. So when I went to go out through the process of getting them on at 3 a.m. in the morning, as I normally do, the video didn't exist. I couldn't find it anywhere. Finally, thankfully, I was able to find it in my Zoom folder and start the processing all over again. And it took well over an hour for it to go live on YouTube. I mean, I thought they were never going to go through it. I don't know the exact time it started, so all I know is that it was an hour to an hour and a half probably, once I began the upload, the new upload. Anyway, folks, it's a frustrating morning for me. It's going on 6 a.m. and I go for my walk in the park. I'm not going to even lay down after I finish recording this. I'm going to be processing this video. Won't even get a chance to lay down like I normally do. But I look at what's going on in the world. When I went out yesterday afternoon for my second walk in the park of the day. And when I came back in, a sign was posted on the door that wasn't there when I left, or at least I didn't notice it. It said, everybody that enters this building has to wear a mask. No exceptions. And I have refused to wear a mask wherever I go, but I'm the understanding now that some of the stores that I shop in will not even allow you into the building without a mask being on. And I can't even get into my own apartment now without a mask. I did last evening, but I don't know I don't know how strictly they're going to try to enforce that. I'm told that in some places they actually have police at the doorways of major shopping areas, and they will not allow you in unless you're wearing a mask. Masks are dangerous, folks. They make you keep breathing the same thing in and in, so whatever symptoms you have, you're not releasing them into the atmosphere where they can be naturally dispersed. You are breathing them back in so that you don't get well. That's the whole purpose. Bear in mind that the ones that want to control humanity have never had humanity's interest at heart, which I keep asking, why does God even allow this? Well, some say it's to make us stronger. Well, it's not working. It's not working. Yeah, people are waking up, but what can we do? They don't even want us meeting together. When I on the elevator, married couples are allowed to get on the elevator together. But other than that, one person per elevator trip. So that the elevator, when it goes up and down, everybody's got to wait till everybody else finishes their up and down trip wherever they're going, to the 17th floor, 16th floor, 15th floor, whatever. And then it goes back down and back to the floor that you're going up from. And it's insane. It's absolute craziness. And people say Trump is going to fix it. Well, I mean, I looked at Trump's latest statement, and now the plan is by May the 5th or something like that, he hopes to have everything back. But we've heard promises before. It was supposed to be by Easter, wasn't it? And before that, there were other dates, and the dates keep coming and going and changing every time. And we are led like sheep to the slaughter. Nothing positive happens for humanity. The control grid is not only still there, it's tightening and tightening and tightening. And our freedoms are being eroded left and right by these people, these control freaks that want to dominate you and me and everyone. And they are trying to cut off the lifeline that we have. Now, thankfully, some places people are rebelling en masse. And of course, the police can't enforce them, even though they're given orders to control these people. Sometimes they are beaten, depending on the size of the crowd and how many police and or military they bring in. But the police and military's orders are not on behalf of the people. They are on behalf of the state. The state is the problem, folks. When are we going to understand that they have infiltrated everything? And even our religion keeps us divided instead of unifying us so that we could actually become empowered and become enlightened. But it doesn't happen when they keep separating us and putting more and more restrictions on our freedom. We may as well be in chains. We may as well go back to where we were, however many eons ago that story came from. What's it going to take for God to finally answer prayer? What's it going to take for humanity to actually become awakened, not just to the problem, but empowered to bring about the solution to the problem? This is what I've lived my whole life for, to bring the kingdom of heaven to earth, not to die and go somewhere else. If that was the whole game plan, it's stupid. Then life has no meaning whatsoever. And we have been totally, totally tricked our entire lives, because we've all lived more than one life. Maybe one life only as the current identity, but previous lives with different identities. I have had past life regressions and visions of things in the past that the only way it makes sense was that it was me in a different lifetime. And I try my best to make sense of this whole thing, but it's really, really hard, and it's not getting any easier. I would like to see our values increased and our value as humans honored by the actual creator from the beginning. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.